Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on something that I think is going to be absolutely essential for all of us running businesses
Yeah.
in 2025. Automation,
Yeah, definitely a hot topic right now.
for sure. We're diving into this article, Use Automation Workflows for Your Business in 2025,
Okay.
to try to break down not just what automation is, but why it matters so much, NW,
Right.
and how we can actually start using it like today, not just in theory, but, practical steps.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get kind of stuck on like, okay, automation, but what does that actually mean for me and my business?
Totally. It's easy to get lost in the jargon, but this article really helped me see how automation is becoming less of a like nice to have and more of a must have.
Definitely. The business world is moving so fast, right?
So fast.
You need every advantage you can get to stay competitive. And automation is a huge advantage when it comes to like efficiency and scalability.
Okay, so break that down for me a little. What are the actual benefits?
Well, I mean, just for starters, think about all the time you could save. Studies have shown that businesses using automation can save like up to 30% of their operational
The
costs.
30%. Okay, now you've got my attention. I got to admit, when the article talked about saving time, I was a little skeptical. Like, how much time are we really talking about? But 30%, that's a game changer.
Right. And think about all the things that eat up your time every day, like sending invoices, scheduling social media posts, following up with leads. All that stuff can be automated.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially those like repetitive tasks. So they
Exactly.
just drain your energy and your creativity. I mean, can you imagine getting all of that time back? What could you do with that time?
That's the key. You could focus on strategy, on building relationships, on the stuff that really moves the needle for your business.
The article had this great example about like automating email responses,
Yeah.
customer inquiries, order confirmations. All that stuff is just on autopilot.
Right. So you're not constantly putting out fires and you're free to think bigger picture.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's not just about saving time. It's about freeing up your mental bandwidth too.
Totally. And speaking of bandwidth, let's talk about customer experience. I mean, everyone expects things instantly these days,
Oh,
right?
totally. It's like the Amazon effect.
Wow.
We've all gotten so used to that instant gratification.
Right. So if you can automate those customer interactions like through a CRM, you're going to keep people happy.
And happy customers are loyal customers, which means more money in your pocket.
Exactly. Plus, you can personalize those interactions even more with automation. The article talked about using CRM tools to automatically assign leads and send personalized welcome emails.
Okay, so you're not just blasting out generic messages, you're actually tailoring the experience to each individual.
Right. And some CRMs are even using AI to analyze customer data and suggest the most effective messaging for each person.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff.
Right. It's next level. And then, another big benefit of automation is improved team collaboration.
Okay, I'm interested. How does that work?
Well, think about all the tools we use to communicate and collaborate, like Slack or Trello. You can automate tasks, deadlines, approvals. Everything's updated in real time. No more endless email chains or trying to track down who's doing what.
Especially crucial for remote teams, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of things that can be crucial, let's not forget about reducing human error. I mean, we all make mistakes,
Oh,
right?
for sure. But some mistakes can be pretty costly.
Well, like, yeah, think about financial errors or inventory mishaps. Those can really hurt your bottom line, but you can minimize those risks with automation.
Okay, so give me some examples. How can we actually use automation to prevent those kinds of errors?
Well, like automated bookkeeping systems like QuickBooks or Xero, they do all the calculations for you, so you're less likely to make a mistake.
Makes sense. I actually have a friend who runs his whole business on Zero. He loves it.
I think a lot of people are intimidated by those tools at first, but honestly, they're so much more user-friendly now than they used to be.
Okay, so you've sold me. Automation is the way to go. But how do we actually get started?
Well, the article lays out a really simple three-step process.
Perfect. Break it down for us.
Okay, so step one is identify your pain points. Like, what are the tasks that are taking up the most time? Where are you seeing the most errors?
So really just taking a hard look at your business and figuring out where automation could make the biggest difference.
Exactly. Once you know what you want to automate, then you can move on to step two, choosing the right tools.
Okay, that seems like a big one. I mean, there are so many options out there, right? How do you even know where to start?
It can be overwhelming, for sure, but the key is to do your research and find tools that fit your specific needs and integrate with your existing systems.
Right. Because you don't want to end up with a bunch of the different tools that don't talk to each other.
Exactly. And then the final step, step three, is test, and optimize.
So it's not like you just set it and forget it, right?
Right. Right. You've got to be willing to experiment and adjust things as you go. Kind of like, when you're trying out a new recipe, you might have to tweak the ingredients a bit to get it just right.
I love that analogy.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring it all back to our listeners,
Mm-hmm.
why should they care about automation? What's the big takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that automation isn't just some futuristic concept anymore. It's here, it's now, and it's essential for any business that wants to thrive in this rapidly changing world.
It's not about replacing humans.
Right. It's about empowering us.
It's about helping us work smarter, not harder. And it's about freeing up our time and energy so we can focus on what really matters, growing our businesses and making a real impact.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question.
Yeah.
What's the first area of your business that you're going to automate? Because the future is waiting, and it's definitely automated.
Food for thought, right?
Absolutely. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time.